Hey guys, what up? It's Robin. I ain't done a video in a minute because like I ain't know what to make. I've been in my hometown, so it's like there's cool stuff here, but I've seen it all. But anyway, I thought it'd be fun. I just came out and got some weed and had the idea it'd be fun to go drive by all my houses that I used to have and just make a video and show my houses that I had. So the order that they're all in is actually the latest to the, like, from the last house I had until the first house I had. So they all go in that order. So I'll show you the last house I had where I had my chicken business, and then I'll go to the one before that that I had started the chickens at. Well, I started at that house before that, but where I like made a bigger coop and stuff. And then I'll go run over to the trailer I used to have and show you guys my trailer that I had in Otis Orchard just for fun. And then we'll see how I'm doing on gas. Whatever I have left is all I have left. So I'm trying to make it last. So that's why I was like, what's a fun thing I could do since I'm already out, you know? It's freaking 20 minutes out here. I got, 20 minutes to get back. I can hit stuff on the way back. So that was stuff. So I'll see how my gas is by the time I'm Otis Orchards. And if I got enough, I'll show you my house I grew up in on Nixon. And shit, I could even drive out and show you guys the Chapman house. Oh my gosh, that was such a cool house. That's where I went out after elementary into junior high. So the last year of elementary school, we left from the Nixon house, went out to the farmhouse where we actually did have a whole bunch of chickens and all this stuff. That's where I got all interested in that. So anyhow, I'm gonna go run out, look at all the houses, and make a little video. So all right, it'll be fun. Coming down the south hill, thought I'd get a pretty shot. This house here that's on this weird little thing. That was pain trying to figure out how to get it there when I was doing Instacart. Bunches of places over here. Figured out this little shortcut doing Instacart when I need to do stuff over there. Yeah, this is pretty. This was fun to whip down in my Prius. RAV4 now. I miss my Mitsubishi. I still got her in the backyard. I keep hoping I can find the part for it, but I'm probably gonna end up having to sell. I hope not though. Alright, that's the fun part too. You're gonna whip around this. That's how you know we're in a video game, is since we gotta do shit like that. If I get straight down there ways, one of the places where I had my RV, one of my buddies lives in some apartments over there. Pretty area. And at the bottom of here, I'm going to go all the way through and up in Trent and turn right on Trent and then go up to where Park is, where my other house is. So I'll start videoing again over there. But yeah, and then there's a Fred Meyer over here. That's when I used to go to do Instacart at a whole bunch. And then the Subway I worked at was just this road up here. I get to Sprague over the freeway here. I turn right, and Walmart up the road there's the Subway I worked at. But oh, this guy's having a hard time. There you go, dude. Good job. Alrighty, I'll pick it back up when I get closer to Park, and then when I turn there, it's really cool because I wonder if the trees are all filled out yet. Oh, shucks. Oh well. Alright, I'll pick it back up at Trent. Oh my gosh, since I got stuck at this light, so Sprague. So I got my, this guy can't see, but Walmart up the road is my Subway, and then there's this Subway here. Where's that? There we go. But funny story, so one of the dudes I have a lot of videos. I talk about stuff that we did stuff. One of my real good friends, Josh, that he's passed away and freaking super sad and miss him and stuff. And this just got me thinking about him. So this was the Subway he would work at mostly. And he worked at my Subway one time, was like how we kind of met for like a second. One time, barely talked. And then my manager was like convinced that we should like hang out and shit. So like she kept on being like, hey, we're out of blah, 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 blah. And then she'd have me go pick it up from the subway, and he just happened to be working. And so it would look like I was like stalking him or something. It was so funny. And then when I ended up doing my car thing, freaking, I'd already made a video saying that I was gonna go do all the shit. And then like a week before I went, he like freaking quit and was like, I'm gonna go down be a beach bum. So she was telling me and stuff, and like freaking so then it was like, well crap, I can't go that direction now, because he went right to the spot where I was thinking of going, down to California. So I ended up going a different direction and stuff, and then ended up going that way anyway, and then ran into him down in California and stuff. So it was just really funny. But anyway, since I was in this area, I thought I'd show it. And then actually there's a lot of memories here too. Dang, I could just drive all over this town and be like, Brad, there's that, blah, blah, blah. But anywho, this road, if I turn on this one, I don't know which one this is, this Ash. So if you turn there, that's where, just right up the road there is the, what is that called? The fairgrounds. So they like do all this stuff there. There's like baseball, alky. But yeah, there's like baseball and stuff. And then if you go around, there's a street where my daddy works, and a big company and stuff. So that's where he used to work. But anywho, I'm gonna keep driving and be up on Trent soon, and I'll pick back up on the video. Oh, I had to show freaking, so that was my little shortcut way I would go when I worked at the Kaji Manufacturing. And so here's Trent. Ah, crap, there's a lot of traffic. I'm gonna have to go do all that. That's okay. But yeah, it was back behind over here. There's like a restaurant over there that's called like Bob's or something like that, right down the road. We'd go there a lot. He'd take me there. Oh man, I'm gonna end up, there's probably a road where, oh man, everybody's gonna be mad at me. I'm gonna try to get in here. But anyway, I'll pick it back up. I want to show the college, but I'll wait till I'm up there turning. Oh no, I'm stuck in the road work. Or is it so that I can show you the freaking awesome clouds? Look at that shit. And then those train tracks down there. I'm on this bridge, and then SCC is just right over there. Hey, look at my chicken. You can see the little tower thing. There's SCC. I went to college there a little bit. Took some courses. And but yeah, that's where the Kaji place is, right down there. Pretty cool. I thought I'd get that. Plus the clouds were pretty, so any hoozles. All right. And here's SCC. Man, they've added a lot to it. Went there, did some business classes in this building here. That was freaking cool. And in this building right over here is where I did my EMT training, and got certified from that and stuff, and then went and took the tests and passed the tests and stuff. That was where I did the EMT stuff. That was freaking cool. And then this building up here is where they've got freaking paintball. I've been freaking wanting to go there. I don't know where I went. I'm watching the road, so I didn't see if we passed it yet. It might be this building right up here, but man, I have wanted to check that place out. Never actually got a chance to go because I never have enough money. But any hoozles, this is starting to get to be my point of where my last house was. In fact, instead of turning at Park, I'll just turn here, and I'll keep this video going, because like there's not a ton to look at, but it gets prettier when you turn here. The airport's over here, and that's where there's a restaurant, and me and Abel used to go, and I guess it's not this light, it's the next one. But yeah, me and Abel used to go hit up that place, and they had a chicken fried steak that, oh my god, it was ginormous and had a whole shit ton of food on it and stuff. So we'd ride our bikes around and then go get that sometimes and split it. And that was super fun. That was when we both had our houses there. And Chris lived up the road. That's the house I'm going to show next. I thought I was already at that light, but it's this next one up here. Oh, and there's a Zips, which, oh my god, so expensive, but worth it. They're freaking grilled cheese. I mean, it's so easy. It's just freaking Texas toast and regular old American cheese, but when they make it for you, Ooh, this place, Chinese Gardens. That's another place Kaji used to take me all the time. Not just the burger place, but that was his favorite little Chinese place. We'd go. That was fun. Yes, yes it is. Oh man, it's a red light. Come on, I want to be able to keep my video going. Oh, and another subway. Hey, so many subways. Wait, is Zips only in Washington? Like only Spokane? Do they have them in Seattle? Not to show up. But anyway, airport's right down this road. Maybe there'll be some airplanes flying. Green light, green light, green light. Oh, great. Just put my window down so when I go down this road you can see the thing. Oh, look, see, it's getting to be pretty. Now it's all green and stuff. Now we're getting to where there's by the river's over next to where you see the mountain going. Get closer. Hello, everybody. Look at the fields field. Actually, that little restaurant just burned down a few months ago. Put my window down so you can see it. Here with the next spot. But yeah, me and Mom had just gone, and I got us that breakfast thing I was talking about, and they were really nice, and they even split it up for us without, because I just asked them to bring out an extra plate, and they split it for us without having to ask, so that was super nice. And with coffee and stuff, and it was like a week later, not even maybe, that we heard it, well, Mom heard on the news that it burnt down. There it is. Skyway Cafe. It had a whole bunch of little airplanes hanging up in there that looked like the ones Kaji had in his house when I used to go help him with stuff. Look at all the airplanes. Ah, so cool. Who I keep talking, that's Tom Kaji. It was the, what is it, waste oil manufacturing. What was it? Waste oil burners and manufacturing. Something like that. I can't remember the whole name, but that was fun. We built waste oil burners and stuff. Yep, and then at the end of this little street I'll turn left, and then that'll be where my house was on Park. This will be Park up here. But isn't this pretty out here? We come ride our bikes by the train track and the train would come. But what was kind of cool about this spot is even though I was close to the train tracks, the train stops here all the time, and then this spot behind us, like if I would have gone the other direction, that's where they like unload it. So sometimes it like blocks this spot and you have to like go all the way the fuck around. It's ridiculous. And so unless you live out here, people don't really go down this road. So it was like such a nice quiet area. You can see like how green it is, people's cute little houses. Oh, cute little houses. And then there's a little church just right around the corner here where they have a food bank there. Down there, I don't know if you can see it, if I thought we turned it or not. But I'd get food from there for myself, and then all my extra eggs that I had that wouldn't sell, I'd bring those and get that. And then here we go. And then my house is coming right up, so I'll come by kind of slow. Those are my neighbors. And this one's mine. It was. There it is right there. That one. Go show. Ooh, isn't that cute? Look, it went all the way back. And they still got the same color. Look, they even got a rev. And then the cool garage in the back. Yep, and then see how the trees are pretty cool. They're all like that behind us too. I don't know if you can tell. And then we ride our bikes up here. So much fun. And this didn't used to have a fence up here. This is the back side of the airport, and it was really fun. I might as well come up here and show it. So this used to be a cute little like park, and it was fenced around the park, and you could bring your dogs and kids and stuff and play right there. And so we'd, walk and meet there because the boys just lived up one of these roads right up here is where they were. And so we'd come up here, and then if you win, I'm not going to turn the way because you can't do it anymore, but I'll flip a bitch right up here. But yeah, loved this area. Like if I would have kept one of the houses, I should have kept this one. It was only $800 or $850 a month for mortgage. I should have just kept it and then like rented it out or something. But Yeah, so we turned down there, and then where the inns were those little, like at the very end where that little orange dude is. We go down there, and there's a spot you can go and do your bikes down there, and this is the river right there. You can't really see it too well, but yeah, the river's right down behind all these houses right here. So if we go that other direction, we ride our bikes along it, and it was really cool because like, I don't know, maybe a quarter of a mile in, not too far, doing this because you can see it a little bit. It was really cool because there was a big eagle nest, and we could go and you could see the actual nest and eagles in it and stuff, which was really cool. It made it kind of hard for the chickens though, because over where I was, they'd come and like, the eagles would come and like try to take my stuff. So I had to like, the coops I had covered and all that. Anywho, so yeah, this was my old neighborhood. Here, I'll turn here on Ella. But yeah, this is like Millwood area. So like technically, I think like, I don't know if this is Millwood yet or if you got to get over to where Argonne is and it's on the other side. So I don't know exactly what this area is considered, but everybody over here that I talked to just considered it the Millwood area. So that's what I always did. Ooh, it's on glass. I think that has some pretty houses down there. Ooh, I should go on Upriver Drive from here to get to my other house that I had on Boy. Boy, I hope these videos go together when I edit them together. All I do is go into my little, I don't freaking know how to do stuff, so I just do the minimum and learn how to do it. So all these little videos I make, I've got a clip thing where you can go in, pick all the videos I want, and then it just puts them all in that order. And I've been using my storage like crazy and haven't been deleting stuff, so I'm hoping that when I put all these together, they all go together. So if this video is up, then it means it worked. Alright, where am I now? Maybe I'll go get to Argonne. That's what I'll do. I'm gonna go get to Argonne, and then when I'm turning on Upriver Drive, I'll start it up again. Oh, check it out. So Argonne's down there, but I started earlier. This is the road I thought I turned on. That I said, ooh, I think this one's pretty or whatever. Isn't that cool? That's what Park does also. If I would have gone up Park instead of the airport direction, if I would have come up over the train tracks, this is how it is on the Park also. Oh, this is so cool. It's like Narnia. And this building at the very end of this road is a paper mill, and ooh, watch out, little squirrel. Oh, come on, dude. Did you make it? Okay, cool. Check, nobody was behind me. My purse fell off the chair. But yeah, my house that I lived at, this place was so loud that you can hear it, whatever they would do. Like when the place started, you could hear the big horn, the brrr, or whatever, and then when they like take their breaks and stuff, and then at the end of the day, so it was like, I could time my stuff by it. Ooh, what up, fella? That's cool. Alright, I'm gonna go right up the road and then turn. Millwood. Upriver Drive's just right up the road here. I'm on Argonne right now. If I were to keep going, I'd hit Bigelow Gulch up there, which is a fun road to drive on too. met her. Yeah, yep. Cool. Yeah, so I used to go out there way back in the day. I'd go out and visit her. That was cool. That was fun doing those cooking classes, because everybody at the high school is so mean. So it's like a vacation. I just do a few classes and then got to go out and do that. Oh, here's this road I'm talking about. Drive up that one. Give me a freaking racy something. Go jet up these. I love these roads. Look how pretty this is. Alright, so this is what I'm talking about. This is where I'd be like, let's pick up some speed. Whoops, I did by accident. I'm going 40. Come on, calm down, car. It's 35. I mean, I'm totally down, go a little over, but again, I'd prefer not getting pulled over since I can't afford insurance. Not that well, shit, even if I could freaking afford insurance, it's a freaking joke. Talk about a scam. Other peeps are coming out. Go down and look at the river. Right, let's see if we can see it. My back roads. Came here a couple times with my Roo. Well, no, not Roo. I would have been with Frank. That would have been with my turkey, because I just had him out here. Not Roo. He was at the park house. Yep, right up here is where, coming up is where my other second house was that I had before I went to the park house, and after I had my first house on Marietta. Church. It was cool. I had the church was the backyard hooked or touched up against my yard, so it was nice because then there weren't any houses built. So it was very convenient. Such a pretty area. Turn here and do the little back roads, but I'm going to go straight. No cars. All right. Going straight, and then that little church will be on my right. Coming up here. Turn this next. And there's a school up on the left. Cul-de-sac-y spot, so you have to turn on the right roads to get to it. Here's this church. Oh, so pretty. And I'd walk Frank around here. That was my turkey. I had a harness and a leash, and I walk him around the neighborhood. He's a good bird. Oh, here's Leroy. Not the one I'm on was on. Let's see, where's that? I think it's Warren or something. Oh, Longfellow. But I know there's another one that's Warren. Okay, so Longfellow. Yeah, this was my old neighborhood. This looks familiar. Yeah, that's right. Yep, see, and then there's Warren. Turn here. This was my neighborhood. Check this out. And there's an asshole that lives in this house. And then this one was mine. They painted it different, but still pretty cute. You can kind of see it. And this guy was crazy. That's the guy that came and tried to murder me. Like, no joke, I had to have the police come out and everything. And then the one on the other side that I said, that guy's an asshole, that one was his son. And so they like teamed up, and I was in that cute little house, and then they would team up and do really mean, scary stuff to me. And the loan I had helped fix stuff up so that we could actually move into it, because it was a foreclosure house. And so we had to stay in it for at least a year, because you couldn't just like get the loan, flip the house, and then sell it or stuff. You had to actually do it because you needed help, and then you were planning to live there, because we were gonna like live there 5 or 10 years and then find something different. But anywho, it was scary. He like my cat like went in his yard, so he was like gonna come murder me for that. I was like, oh my god, like, oh my gosh, huge story. But police ended up coming out, and God, they pulled him off and everything, but they didn't take him to the they didn't like arrest him or anything, because since he didn't technically break in, they pulled him off the door. And so then he got to just keep doing scary stuff to me the whole time. But yeah, but then when I got that park house and moved over there, it was a lot better. The neighbor's dog would try to break in a lot and kill the chickens, so that was frustrating. But it was sure a step up from the actual neighbor trying to murder us. That was some crazy times, but it was a cute little house. We were there for a year, you know, but I liked it. But anywho, how's my gas doing? What I got left? I think we can go look at the Marietta house. This was our little store we'd ride our bikes to. It's got a gas station now, but I'm gonna come out this way because this guy's blocking the way to get out of here. That's good though, because then I can show the... I'd bring Frank, and then me and Matt would walk up here. One of us would hold Frank, and one of us would go in, and we'd grab stuff from here. But anyway, I'm gonna head towards the other house, and this is Trent. I'll show the different way. I'm going that way, and that's the way I came from. So I'll pick it back up once I'm... Actually, there's not a lot of cars. It's just... See, now I gotta remember, and I don't know if they changed the roads or not to get to my other house. Alright, so I could go up this thing. This is Sullivan. So if I go up that takes me the way to the house I'm in now. So I'm gonna stay on here until I get to Barker. And it's all pretty much just looks like this. So I'm gonna turn this off, and I'll pick it back up when I get to Barker. Ready, I'm almost at Barker. I haven't gone this way in forever, so I don't even know if I turn this. Oh, it looks like I got a roundabout now. Okay, I guess I have driven this. And I was going towards Liberty Lake. Oh, this is cool. It was a little thing that you like veered off and then you would turn at. But like a light. They got like a little bridge thing. This is cool. Ooh, clouds look pretty. So this house I'm getting to, this was my very first house I got. I was 17 and a half. And it actually, so Tom Kaji, who I kept bringing up, here, I'll put my windows up so you can hear me better. I'll put it back down when I'm close. Let's slow down. I'm 40. Whoops. 25. My bad. But anywho, Tom Kaji, who I worked for him out there, him and his wife went to the same church as me, same one where I like played the guitar for the Sunday school and stuff. And so when I was a little kid, I would actually come out to this house and help her clean it. She had a little parakeet that would just fly around the house. It had free range of the house. And then she also had a turtle that lived in the house, and it had free range of the house too. It would just be around the house, and like she knew the times of days where it would be and stuff. It was pretty cute. But yep, so I ended up buying it from her, and you can't own property till you're 18. So I moved in when I was 17 and a half, and then when I turned 18, I actually bought it from her. It was pretty cool. So it was my first little house I had, and I lived there up until, gosh, I think I was there like 10 years. I had it paid off in like three and a half years or something, and Mom and Dad helped me with the down on it. It was $12,400, and so they paid the $400. So should I go the back way? Now let's go let's go the back way. So Euclid, because then I'll come out that way and show you guys that stuff. So this is the back way. Oh, there's like a bunch of houses now. But yeah, it was only $12,400. Mom and Dad paid the $400 down for me, and then I paid like $200 or $300 a month or whatever it turned out to be, to where it paid it off in 3.5 years, and that was pretty cool. This looks different. Harmony, is that where I want to turn? I don't think so. Maybe it was. That's so crazy how different stuff is now. Let's see. I think not this one, because this one is I think that one ends too. Yeah, so I think it's this third one I go down, and then it like wraps around, if that's what it still does. This shit. I thought it was down there a little further, but is this it? Buttholes. This is a little cul-de-sac thing. Oopsies. Oopsie daisies. Let's just, I don't want to have to try to figure out how to cut stuff, so let's just pretend I went the correct way the first time. You guys got my back, right? Wait, maybe this will work. I haven't actually been around any of this. This is different. Yeah, so see, maybe I did go the right way, and it's just, they changed it a little. Yeah, okay, all right, okay, yeah, cool, okay, yeah, and then this house, neat. Man, it's been a minute since I've been over here. Buckeye. So that's where I could, if I kept driving, I could have turned. So Buckeye, and then there's McMillan, and then there's the road I was on down there, Barker. So we'll go this way. Wow, this all looks the same. Everybody got the same cars too. That gray one that's like high wheels or whatever, that looks the same. I've seen that before. That used to be there. And then this one, this red and gray, and I think even that white truck, at least it looks familiar. Like, that's crazy. People been keeping up their stuff. That's neat. Yep, this was my little area. So technically I was in Otis Orchards. This side of Barker is Otis Orchards. The other side of Barker was Green Acres. Oh wow, that's cool. They kept this a field. I thought for sure they'd end up developing on that. That's cool. I'm glad they kept that. Oh shit, where's Marietta? Oh, okay, I was like, shit, did they not have that way anymore? I mean, shoot. Oh, where is Marietta? Did I miss it? How did I miss it? Wow, this is so weird. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Okay, yeah, no, this is definitely, I guess I'll have to flip a bitch. Wow, this is pretty though. I'm glad this was what I was thinking I was coming around, I was gonna come down here first time. Yeah, I'll flip it this. Oh, cool, because then you can see the river at this spot. This was a spot I'd ride my bike to, or like walk down to, or whatevs, and you can go down and look at the river down there. I'll put my window down. Pretty little spot. So it's pretty cool. Freaking only 18, well, 17 and a half, still in high school. And like, this was like a walking distance from my first fucking house. Like, come on, like, who cares if it was a mobile home? Look at that shit. Oh, it's so pretty. And the Centennial Trail is on the other side, and so that's where I would take later at the other house when I had Frank, I'd load him in the truck and take him over on the other side of the river here. All right, come on, car. And reverse. All right, let's see if we can find Marietta this time. That's really weird. I guess if I don't see it, I'll turn on McMillan. Maybe it's... I don't know. My other cool thing I had for doing videos from my other car was a pain in the butt trying to put in this car. This one makes it so your phone's sideways, so that wouldn't have worked. It's like, ugh, man, I miss my other car. Had all the things in all the right places. All right, where you at, little road? Where you at? Unless there's just like another house there now or something. That's just so crazy. Okay, so this has got to be... Wow, this is so weird. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. That was it. Was that it? Oh, okay. This is just like really... Okay, so that's that road. I'm making myself in a maze. Because yeah, I recognized all that. So it's... So yeah, you just couldn't turn there anymore. Okay, so then this is Marietta. Here we go. Oh my goodness sakes. Definitely ain't been here for a minute. Okay, so then mine was... So there's this one here, the corner one. And then this brown one was my neighbor. And then I'll go slow. The next one that's kind of hard to see. It's at a weird angle. This one was mine, and like, that one was mine, and like, definitely the most trailer parky one of them all. But again, I was 17 and a half. I had like no money at 18, so I always kept it the best I could. But it looks about the same as when I had it. But, and then this used to be not all developed, and you could actually, there's a little spot right here. You could go. And I could walk down to the river and take my bike down those because it was just this house and then nothing to there. That was really cool because I could just be right there by the river. It was super nice. So it was like, who cares what the outside of it looked like? And then I had it cool inside. And then, yeah, this was I'd go around this neighborhood all the time. It was pretty fun. And then, come back up Marietta again. And one of the craziest things that happened when I lived here is this house up here that's next to this green van. I don't think it's that one. Well, the actual house isn't there anymore, but that spot. Now there's a new house on it. That one. It actually burned down when I was living there. And my boyfriend at the time, ex now, but at the time, he just pulled a great big, like, huge rose bush up. Like, it took the entire amount of the yard, the whole thing, and then it had dried in the hot sun for like a week, and then that place went up. So if the wind had been going the direction of my house, it would have caught that and then caught my house, and then like, oh my god, it would have just like kept going. But luckily the wind was going the other direction, and so like sucked because it, you know, they lost their house, but it would have gone to mine, and then it would have spread to my neighbors too, and it like could have done the whole neighborhood. But since they happened to be on a end there and it blew it the right way, it was like only stayed to that one. But that was a freaky experience. But you know, come up here and turn, and I'll go over the river and then I'll shut it off. Oh, should I show you my other house? I'm pretty close to where the Nixon house was. I just don't want to make too long of a video. But how much gas? I'll go drive over to the Nixon one at least. I'm pretty close to it. And go. So that's side's Otis Orchards, and that side's Green Acres. This was one of my favorite little spots to come by the river up here. Oh, this all is all fence now. Didn't used to have fence. I'd go down, so I'd park kind of where that car is, so you could park there. There was a spot there you could pull on the dirt and park, and I'd walk down there. And then over here, that's a little spot where I'd go pull in and park. Well, I should have gone and done that now. That's okay. And that was one of the spots I'd drive to with my turkey and walk him, and he loved it. It was so much fun. So, anywho, I'm just going to keep going up Barker, and I'll go over Sprague and down into that neighborhood, and then my house I grew up in is just right over here. The house I was born when I was born was, Mom calls it the Dean House. It was out on Dean, like down trying to think of what area that is, like near, no, not Division, Nevada, Hamilton, that's the one. Before it's Nevada, it's Hamilton. It's like that area of Spokane, but like I think I was only there like a year, so I don't remember any of that. I remember this house where I'm going to come drive to. And this is the school that my mom works at currently. I forget what it's called now. This always changes to something else. Looks like it's a dental place now. But it used to be, it kept being a bunch of different little coffee places and stuff. But yeah, so I'm gonna drive up. It'll go over the freeway and then Sprague and stuff, and then I'll pick it back up. Right, I just went over the freeway, and I'm coming up on Sprague. But I thought I'd start recording here because these two gas stations right here, the two that my brother used to walk to. Oh my gosh, there's so much stuff. Wow, that used to be there. It was just this gas station and this gas station. Yay, and green light. That's where we'd ride our bikes, or we'd ride them to this post office over here. Holy shit, there's a Starbucks there. Whoa. But yeah, it used to be just that post office, and then this was a bunch of just like dirt and stuff. We'd ride our bikes there. That was fun. A little better. This is the road I turn on. Looks like it's a roundabout. A bunch of roundabouts now. I recognize that church got built when I was pretty young. Down that way is my elementary school. Stuff's flying around, but yeah, this was my little bit. This used to be all field and was horses. Somebody owned this whole little plot and had horses there. And then if you keep going straight, that gets you all the way over to where Liberty Lake is, and I had my church I went to. But we're gonna turn here. What are we at? What's this? Harmony, huh? I can't remember which one it was. We got some friends around here too, but I won't give away where their spots. And then this one's mine, Nixon. Ooh. This was my little neighborhood. Best friend that I knew for the longest, they don't live there anymore, but this was their house. This was my bus stop right at the corner here. It's where we'd come wait. And that house was a druggy house. This one here, they'd come and do scary stuff. And then this house right here, this one was mine. This brown one. You see there was a porch in the back and stuff. Really cool. Used to have rose bushes all around it. But, yep, that one was mine. And then this one was always rented out. It had different people all the time. And then not this one, but it was either this house or the next one. I'm pretty sure it must have been this one, because I don't think it was down this far. But one of those houses, I don't remember which one, but while we were living there, our final straw while we moved out to the Chapman house was, which I'll probably still drive out there. I'm low on gas, but I just don't care. I'm having fun. But yeah, so that one house was a druggy house, and they kept on having like scary stuff happen. They actually had, I'm gonna pull over here because I'll tell this story real quick. Actually, I'll just keep driving around the neighborhood, and then I'll head over to the other neighborhood while I'm telling this story. Cool. Let's see. Oh, this is so cool. This was, yeah, rode my bikes around here like for my whole childhood. Oh, look at the little quails in that guy's yard. I don't know if you can see them or not. We'd ride our bikes over here. This is the gun club over here, and it's a huge fucking field. And the kids around here called this the jumps. And let's see if it still has it. Yeah, see how you kind of, where those rocks are. It used to be, see how it's built up? The kids used to have that, so you'd go up and you'd jump it and stuff. Looks like now there's fence and stuff, but they'd all have it built up and we'd come ride our bikes out here, and then that was the gun club. And we'd, when they weren't doing stuff, we'd go and run out in the fields and pick up the plate things that they would shoot at and take them home and paint them. Now I'm realizing, we probably shouldn't have ran out where there's guns and stuff. And then we'd go out there. There were praying mantises that would be out in the fields, and we'd find praying mantises and stuff and bring them home, and that was really cool too. But yeah, so that house, the final show, so the one right next to us that I said was the drug house, the people that lived in it first was my best friend. We even were born at the same hospital at the same day. Her name was Veronica. She was fucking awesome. And then they moved out, and these next people moved in, and they were crazy the whole time. And the guy had, the way that they had the house that he was able to afford is because the old guy, he put him in the basement and just kept him locked down there, and then he got to have the house and ran it. At least this is like what I was told, and like I could see this stuff. I saw the guy in the basement. Like, it was freaky. And the first time ever that mom let me stay home and babysit my brother, freaking the guy escaped from the basement, came and was trying to break in, scared the shit out of me. I didn't know what to do. It was so scary. So like that happened, and then like a week later, the house not directly behind us, but then kitty cornered to that. So like that backyard of the house I showed you that was the one I grew up in, there was a guy way the fuck back in the day that would rob banks on his bike, and we were in the pool and all these cops came. We're like, oh, get in the house, and they freaking got the guy out. We watched through our windows and they got the guy out, and it happened all in front of us. They took this bank robber guy, got him out of the house and stuff, and here he'd been. We had just like 2 days before it happened, our Frisbee got in his yard. He was in the back, and we'd be like, you care if we hop over? But Dad helped us go over. We ran and got the Frisbee. We were right there in the shed that the money was being kept in, was right where my Frisbee hit. And then it was like 2 days later they came and like fucking busted it and shit. It was like, what the fuck? And then like a week after that, the house that I said, I was like, I don't know if it's this one or this one, but I'm pretty sure it's this one. Right after that one, freaking we were in our house, and all of a sudden there was this big boom. Like it was like there was like an earthquake or like an airplane fucking hit or something. Like it was like bang, and it turned out it was a meth house that blew up. And so that was Mom and Dad's final straw. They're like, all right, we're gonna find a different neighborhood. And so that's where I'm on my way out to now to show you. But oh my gosh, this is just fucking cool out here. I've been wanting to come drive out here a bunch. Like I would be out here driving this every day if I had the gas, but I keep having to consolidate, and then I'm just so exhausted and stuff. And then one of my current bestie friends, their house was down this road, and then my school was down that road, my elementary school. I could go run over by that, but I'm not gonna. So that was it was Green Acres Junior High. We're Roadrunners. But yeah. Man, I dream about this road all the time, and in my dream it's the same road, and everything on the right side is exactly what it looks like when we drive out here, but then the other side is like a cliff, and there's just like nothing on the other side. It's just you go over the cliff. And I have the dream all the time where I have a car that's not working very well, and I have to like try to go around this area, and it's like all scary and apocalypse-y and stuff. But oh, it's so pretty out here. So when I grew up, this was like, there was only like grass and trees and stuff. There wasn't any of these houses. And then this whole spot on this side, where the guy had a house and he owned it, and he did not want to sell. He had a little house and he owned all this land, and people wanted to develop and make all these houses out here, and so they kept doing really mean stuff to him and like shut off his water and just tons and tons of stuff. This is where one of Mom's best friends, I don't know if she's still out here or not, but they've got peacocks, and sometimes they're down by the road here, you can see them. But yeah, they just did all sorts of mean stuff to get him to sell, and then I think they finally did, or maybe he died or something. But it's just, God, I don't know why people do that kind of stuff. It's so mean. But and it is pretty out here still, and people get to live out here, so what else. But anyway, just an interesting story. But yeah, it's just so cool, and there's a lot more than there used to be. Oh, what's this? This is a sign for some service this out here. And there's like a lake out there now too. That wasn't there before. There wasn't no lake. You just put a lake there. You're like, let's put a lake right here. Alrighty, cool. Saltese Meadows. Oh, that makes sense. This is all called the Saltese Flats. I'm gonna go by Saltese Cemetery soon too. Mom always wanted to go out and do etchings where you go and take paper and crayons and you put the paper over top of the gravestones, and you can use crayons and kind of color over it, and it makes the prints of it. We never actually did it, but it always sounded like a fun idea. This is really pretty out here. So this whole area, so from like there all the way there, all of that was cows, and now it's just that one little spot up here. But it used to be all cows, and then eventually the guy sold it, and now he lives in that little house on that little hill there because he wanted to be able to see all the pretty stuff, but who he sold it to made houses. So it's like, but I mean, it's still pretty out here. But he did the cows and stuff for as long as he could until he made enough money to be able to get that house, and then he sold it and did his little house. Pretty cool. And then if you go that road, or maybe it's this one now, this is all different too, but however it is, you go that way, and then you can actually go, if I had the gas, I would do it right now and freaking show you guys, go Liberty Lake and then come back, but I'll skip it for now. But you go over that way around all those mountains, like in those freaking mountains, man. It is so cool out there. Oh, I love driving around out there. And then like, 32nd, yeah, so you go, it'd be that road now. This is just all switched around and stuff. But I'll show you this one last one though that's mine. I'm not gonna go around the whole thing because this whole neighborhood is like a few miles and stuff all the way around this back way I'm gonna go. It takes you out, if you were to keep going down this way that I'm gonna be going, it takes you out towards Rockford, kind of towards where like the Coeur d'Alene Casino is. Coeur d'Alene Casino, yeah. And this one coming up is this whole little area is pretty. Just put my window down so you guys can see it. Oh, pretty. And then right where it starts to turn down there is where there's a spot that starts, and it's this whole pretty area that's been built up, and it's an archery area, and it has little wooden animals and stuff, and you can go out there and do archery. I always wanted to go check it out. It's pretty cool. And then the next road we're coming up on is going to be Chapman, which is my road I grew up on. I remember out there the most. Oh, see that fucking pretty? Like, that was awesome. And to be out here. Oh, here's the Saltese Cemetery. Beautiful. Everybody's got flowers. Nothing. Pretty out here. Crazy how the other areas we were, it was like dust bowls. Some areas it's so developed. This was the luxury out here. There's houses on this side now, but this side where I'm on, it has a thing where nothing can be less than 10 to 5 acres. There's different plots, but that's the smallest these ones can do. This one's got a lot. That's so cool. Alrighty, Chapman is the place to be. This was my favorite house. I wish mom and dad could have kept this one. Hang on, go all the way to the end. It's so cool. And then at the end of this road, then it turned into like a Y, and then you go around and my house will be there. But at the end of this Y, it used to be the Icelandic horse farm, and I think they still have horses at this place, but I don't know if it's the same ones from when I was a kid. I don't know if they still breed the Icelandic ones or if it's just people for fun. Oh, so pretty. Nice day out too. It's freaking hot though. Videos are still going. Oh, this is all pretty out here too. Man, these houses. I wonder how much they cost now. Whew. It's gotta be like $1 million houses, some of them, I bet. It was like, they were expensive back when I was a kid. It gotta be like bajillions now. I wonder if the same people still live in any of these. This one is a newer one. I think that's a newer one. The one behind it. That was still when I was out here. This is the Icelandic ones. Cool. See, me and my brother would come up, but it was a different fence, but we'd come up and there was tons of horses all in there, and they'd see us coming and they'd come up, and they were the gigantic ones. They'd come up and like be like, hey, and they'd hang out. Hey, 44th! I did not realize that that's what this was. 44 is my number, and this whole time that's where I was on 44. Go down that way, and there's another road you could turn out and stuff, but mine's go this way. But I don't know if I'll go around the hood thing. It's freaking so pretty out here, though. I'll probably flip a bitch at the end of the road here. Oh, so fun. It's so slow. This neighborhood is so fun. They were cool. I don't know if they're still there. They were pretty old when I was younger. So, oh, and here we go. Put the window down so we're close. So you can see that red. I don't think that was. But this was just field. This house was new, but this was just a field, and no one had built on that yet. So when I was here, this was just all empty. It was really cool. And then these are a lot of trees that my dad planted, and we'd go around on a little lawnmower and water them. There it is. That's the house right there. That's where I grew up most of my childhood. And then look, there's a big barn thing. It goes back, it's 5 acres. It's so cool. And then there's grapes at the end here. That was awesome, the grapes. And then these are all fruit trees. It's a little orchard. They're all different kinds of fruit trees, pears and peaches, and I think there's plums. And there's just a bunch of cool stuff. It's such a fun, cool house. And then these guys had horses, and so we could like pet the horses and stuff too. And then we'd ride our bikes down this. It was so much fun, because check this shit out. We'd like zooming down this. What? I don't know if it does it justice on the phone or not. It'd be so much fun. Going back up this beast sucked though. And then at the very end down here was this little pond on the side down here, and we'd go and catch frogs at it. It'd be during the wet season, it'd fill up with water right down in here. Right down there, come down and catch little frogs. And then this house, oh my God, that weeping willow. Let's see if we can get a good shot of that weeping willow. That is like my dream right there. Freaking gorgeous. Ooh, that's a cool house. This one, oh, there it is, that one right there. Oh. I want to just live in that right there. Oh my God, look at that shit. Oh, let's bring it closer. Beautiful, beautiful. Remember this one time that they had it trimmed all nice so you could like walk under it really cool, and then they had a little white picket fence that went around it. It was so adorable. But so anyway, I could keep driving all the way out and then go around and stuff, but I'm getting low on gas, so I'm gonna flip around here, and I think I'll call it for now on the videos. I'm trying to think if I want to get any more pretty stuff. Not much. I think I'll just go kind of back the way I came, except instead of going back towards Liberty Lake, I'll go back towards Sullivan and head back to my mama's and put this video together. So here, we'll go drive back up one more time and look at it again from this angle. You can feel my pain as a child bringing the bikes up this hill. Hello, weeping willow, pretty. Hello. Man, this is my house. Ooh, oops, I hardly see that one. I think I missed it. That's okay. We tried. Got a little bit of it. But anywho, hope you had fun watching all my places where I grew up and lived and stuff. This is the house that, so after this house, I moved out from here when I was 17 and a half to that Marietta house, the one in Otis Orchards that I showed you. So, let's just go this way. Instead of turning right, so there's Chapman. Now we're on 44. Well, this is cool. This is really pretty houses too. Lots of deer out here also. It's just the middle of the day, so we ain't seen any, but like turkeys, wild turkeys out here, and I've seen cougars out here. And then I don't see it. There's a little road that's just like this little teeny path that like not very many people know about. I was scared when I just saw this car coming up, but he's just getting the mail. Oh, I think it's this little road here. Yeah, it's a little airplane runway. So that Felt's Field where I showed you where my other house was, people who were practicing to like do loop-de-loops and stuff, they'd come out here, and people that have airplanes, there's a lot of them out here that have little airplanes and stuff, and we'd go down there. So it was cool too. So that house I was at, we'd sit back, we could watch them doing loop-de-loops and stuff. It was really cool. And then this house up here, I was told is like some millionaire or something has, and I heard that he's got like a whole bunch of like wild animals and stuff that live in there. Like this actually goes out further or something. I heard that the house has like a glass elevator and like all this cool stuff. It's not that house, but this one coming up here. So yeah, see, so you can kind of see through these trees and stuff. See how it's got like this big pond? He built that, and I remember when it was being built. It was when we first moved out, so we saw that being built up, and they made like, it's like a pond. You can't see in it. You'd have to go in there, but it's got a ton of land, and supposedly there's like animals and stuff, and I've never like seen it from a single, but yeah. Oh, another weeping willow. That one's pretty too. But yeah, super cool out here. Alrighty guys, well, hope you enjoyed it. Sorry I hadn't been making videos for a while. I don't even know if I'll make any more after this. Just if I feel like it, I guess I will. I wasn't planning on it today. I don't know, something just was like, make a video, so I did. And this was fun driving around, so. Alrighty, I'm gonna head back to the house and smoke my awesome weed that I just got, which I got sitting right freaking here. Oh yeah, it's gonna be delicious. But I'm going to be responsible, and because I was thinking about finding a place out here to sit and having me a little bowl out in the pretty nature, but I'm gonna be responsible and go back and park and then smoke a bowl. But all right, thanks for taking along with you guys, and feel free to hit me up on Instagram if you want, TikiChick44. Yeah, I'll chat with you guys later. Thanks, bye. Hey guys, what up? So I decided to go ahead and be a rebel, and found this spot. I pulled into one of the churches near where mom lives, so I'm gonna go ahead and smoke a little bowl, just a tiny one. I just want to taste it. It's, oh my god, I'm excited. And I freaking it's super lemon haze, and I can't remember who I was just chatting about. Somebody asked me if I liked the lemon ones, if I've had them. I was like, yeah, I've had all the different lemon ones or whatever, and I can't remember if it was exactly this one. There's the OG ones and all that, but here's the, I don't know how well it shows it, but anyway, here, my other car has a better thing I can set this in, so it's good enough, I guess. But oh my gosh, I've been wanting to just open this and smell it, so I'm going to do that. See in there. Okay, just so okay. I'm just gonna do a little bit. Here's my bowl. I wasn't even gonna bring it with me, but then I was like, well, just in case. Little nug. That much. Yeah, I just want like a little puff or two. I ain't looking to like get completely destroyed. Just turn the AC off so it's not blowing everywhere. This is totally just a regular herb. It's not weed. If anybody asks, it's totally weed. And like, I ain't stupid. Obviously, all these houses around me got cameras and stuff, because I bet you people do this all the time, being all like, oh, we're gonna be so clever and incognito in this parking lot where there's not a lot of cars and blah, blah, blah. Whatever, there's people around watching. I just don't give a fuck. Alright. Also, there's people behind me it's actually at the church. But I do still, like, I'm being respectful. Like, if there were, like, kids out here playing, or, like, they were obviously doing stuff, I ain't gonna do that, but it's a vacant lot, who cares? You know, and I got my windows rolled up. The smell ain't even gonna go anywhere. So anywho, cheers. I ain't gonna complain. That's some pretty back over there. Yeah, definitely not gonna complain. That's some happy stuff. Appreciate that whole freaking thing of weed there. So cool. But anywho, I had a fun drive, and getting to show you my places and stuff. And I'll have to make another one. I'll go just drive randomly downtown, because like there was a whole bunch of places where like, okay, I'm just gonna drive now, and then I'm like, oh wait, I remember that. So it'll be fun. I'll have to go drive like actually downtown, where there's like, you know, cool stuff, like, ooh, like Riverfront Park, like that's iconic. And oh, what's the one at the Japanese garden? Manito is a pretty one too. I could go around and look at different parks and stuff. That'd be fun. But anyway, if anybody else has any ideas, or if there's stuff in Spokane people want to see, I could always do that too. But anyways, and then I got a bunch of art I'm selling, so if anybody's interested in that, I've been posting on Facebook and then like Instagram a little bit. But if anybody wants, I got a bunch of cool little hats I've been making, and like purses, and I'm gonna do some more paintings. I've been so exhausted. So like, all my energy just went into like all the Dark Night of the Soul stuff and like fighting all that crap off. So it's like, now I can actually maybe do some fun stuff. So anyhow, if anybody wants any art stuff, hit me up. I'm not charging very much, just enough to, I only need like about 150, 160 bucks a month is like gold for me. I mean, obviously more is always fun, but anyway, alright, talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys. Peace. Bye.